everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cruising Israel. I'm your host, Natalie.
And I'm Max. And Natalie, why don't you tell us what we're going to do?
Well, Max, week after week, we're coming up with these new, cool items to film. There's so much to do. There's so much to see here in Israel, right?
That's so
you could agree?
True. Yeah. You know, there's a lot going on here in the center of Tel Aviv, but sometimes it's nice to go explore somewhere else.
It's true. This is the industrial commercial center, Tel
going
Aviv.
on.
But up in the north, there's also an industrial area with a lot of high-tech startup, really cool things to see.
Sounds interesting.
Up in Nazareth.
Let's show the people what's going on.
Okay, let's do it. Nazareth's Industrial Park is home to some of Israel's leading companies, attracting a diverse group of local, talented employees. The Industrial Park not only showcases some of the innovative work taking part in Israel's Galilee region, but also harnesses the power of what can come when people of different backgrounds come together. Coexistence is part of the unique synergy here, where skilled and innovative workers come together in common cause. Today we're going to take you to a jewelry factory who brings together both Jewish and Arab workers who share the same creative passion. Indimaj Jewelry is just one of the unique projects taking place here. It started out with a vision to gather talented people from various backgrounds to work together to design and craft stunning jewelry pieces.
The reason we selected jewelry is something that you can have on you, something you can wear, something that will signify that this has been done by some other human being.
Now you said Indimaj means fusion, right, in Arabic?
Yes.
So you're obviously referring to the fusion of cultures. Now do you see that in the collection?
Yes, my answer to your question is this. This is what we call the Arabesca collection. Okay. This will reflect the whole background of different cultures that we have here in the factory. So these are the design that has been taken from, even from the earth, the housing here in the area, pearls from the sea.
Billionaire entrepreneur Steph Wertheimer founded Indimaj with a commitment to offer new opportunities to the diverse population living outside of Israel's main cities.
All the employees that are working in the industrial park are coming from this area: Nazareth, Afula, Yokneam.
Wertheimer believes working together can build and strengthen relationships between groups in a mutually respectful environment. So not only does Indimaj sell these beautiful jewelry pieces, but this is where the students could learn the trade, right? Tell us about the school.
So the idea of the school was to have, as I said, different ethnic backgrounds of people coming together to work and to learn together.
The school was born with an aim to harness the potential of Israel's jewelry industry and provides the skills required to succeed in this specialized field.
What you can see here, some of the pieces that the students made at the beginning, all right, when we just started, and based upon this basic things that you see here, we upgraded the jewelry. We said, okay, so where do we take it on from here? This is our very beginning from our first course that we did. Why don't we go and see how it works, okay? Please. So this is the workshop. Well, this is where the students used to learn. Now this is the factory.
It's an unbelievable view that they have here. Wow.
Yeah, very nice.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So what exactly goes on here?
The first step, it's of course design, okay? We use a 3D design.
So tell me about Indimaj's latest collection. What are you working on right now?
Right now we are working on two collections, the flower collection and sea collection.
Nice.
It all starts in sketches, first hand sketches and then a little bit on the computers.
So you start out by just jotting it down on paper,
yes.
and then the idea comes to life.
And then I'm starting to working in the Rhino or in Photoshop. Then I fix it to be something that is real.
What are you wearing? Is this the Indimaj collection?
Of course.
Wow, I love it.
Yeah.
The bracelet, also
Thank
the necklace?
you. Also the necklace.
So it's very much your style. You designed it?
Yes, I designed it.
Oh wow, that's so nice. Not everyone could say that they're wearing the jewelry that they designed. So here we could see two very different techniques of jewelry making. Let's talk about what she's doing.
Okay, so we're going from the modern to what used to be the old way, okay? So you see,
handmade
this is
jewelry.
Christina. Christina, she's a new immigrant. She comes from Belarus, and she's working directly on brass. You can see the cutting, that's what she's doing right now. After she cutted her pieces, she's working on make them then smooth.
Looks like she's creating some ridges to
Right.
prevent it from being just a smooth surface.
Exactly.
Jewelry making involves the use of precious metals, so it's important to make sure there's no waste. The leftover scrapes are melted down to be used into new pieces.
He's melting at 960 degrees centigrade.
Ooh.
You get a shot of espresso.
Wow. And now it looks like it cooled down really quickly.
This has to be put in water now. Planting the piece that you melted before. That will make it come out something like that.
Let's see how this turned out. Nice smooth
So I can already
surface.
tell.
Yeah.
מעריכים לעשות עם זה עכשיו הכל. But at the end of the day, we want the same things. We want to make a nice living, to enjoy what we do, to be able to give our children a good education, and not to fight about everything. And that's proven here.
Max, I know we've been to so many festivals and events here in Israel, right?
That's true, all different kinds of festivals.
So I'd be surprised if you remember this, but we went to the Jerusalem Arts and Crafts Festival, and we saw a stand of African women weaving baskets.
Okay, I do remember that. They had like a booth from all these different countries.
Yes, that struck my interest.
Okay, let me guess where you're going with
So
this.
I researched a little bit more about it, and in South Tel Aviv, they're actually weaving baskets, and not only baskets, it's a lot of cool items, and they're showing people how it's done.
So you're gonna do your own weave basket?
I will attempt.
That's kind of what I thought you were gonna say.
So let's go visit Kuchinet in South Tel Aviv. Now, we've done a number of great crafting workshops here on the show, but today we're going to visit a place that not only creates beautiful and unique products, but also benefits a great cause. Using colored recycled fabric, the female asylum seekers have transformed their traditional craft of weaving into a tool of empowerment. Crochet baskets, hampers, and colorful rugs are all items you'll find around their workshop. What could you use this for?
I can put pen and pencil inside.
Nice, beautiful pattern. How long did it take you to finish this?
Maybe 1 hour.
Good job, beautiful. Nonprofit organization Kuchinate, which means crochet in Tigrinya, aims to rehabilitate asylum-seeking women and offer them a unique means of income through traditional crochet knitting.
In every house of Eritreans and Ethiopians, we found baskets made with the straw in each house. We do it in our country when you are small, maybe 10 years old, you start to do with the straw, the baskets, different type of baskets with different colors.
The traditional method of weaving baskets is done with a type of straw native to Africa. Since Israel doesn't have this material, they've substituted with cloth made out of recycled t-shirts. Originally from Eritrea, Sister Aziza is a counselor, nurse, and spiritual leader who serves the African refugee community here in South Tel Aviv, where up to 90% of African refugees in Israel are currently residing.
The product that we were making is a really beautifully designed product, so that was important. We didn't want to make something that felt very sort of charity-like, something anyone could make. This takes real skill.
Okay, let's do it really, really slow. Let me try to figure this out. Maybe if you do it really slow, I'll see the moves. Wrap it around, take it out again, and then repeat. Which way is it again? This way? It's not good. It's a knot. It looks like one big knot. This way, this way. Yeah, this way, right? Okay. Okay, so I wasn't having the easiest time, but it's definitely not as easy as it looks. I'm really getting the hang of it. I thought I wouldn't figure it out, but here I am. Israelis visit here not just for crochet lessons, traditional meals, and coffee ceremonies, but also to get a chance to interact with the refugees in a warm and casual setting.
I came to know the story behind these people. I met Salam, and she was a good teacher. She told me about her story, how she came here to Israel, what happened to her. I'm happy to see that she find her home here, and I hope that she will stay here in Israel for many, many years.
Each woman here at Cucinate arrived with her own dramatic story, and sitting together to create these products rooted in the tradition of their home countries helps the women to cope with their realities, which are often difficult and harsh.
يعني אין לו משפחה פה, אנחנו כולם פה לא מכירים ביחד. רק מתי הגענו לפה, יש הרבה נשים, נגיד מאריתריאה, מסודאן, מסאוט אפריקה, באתיופיה, כולם פה, כמו משפחה.
Upon arrival, Eden found herself in need of a liver transplant just a few months back and was referred to Cucinate for assistance. For her and many other women who are unable to partake in jobs which required hard labor, Cucinate provides a priceless resource.
We've got women here who've got cancer, heart disease, liver disease, disabilities, children with disabilities. If one of our managers who has had open heart surgery and needs to go to the hospital, not only can she, of course, go to the doctor whenever she needs to, she can even leave her child here when she goes to the doctor.
Coffee ceremony is very popular in Eritrea, Ethiopia, and Sudan. It is a time of togetherness with women to share their stories. It is like a therapeutic aspect of sharing to drink coffee together.
The women here may come from very different backgrounds and arrive for very different purposes, but the personal connections made here transcend this simple art form into a symbol of something much more meaningful. Max, you're going to be very happy for this next item.
Oh, I'm guessing.
You've been talking about this restaurant for quite some time now.
Oh, did one of my suggestions finally make it into the show? I'm so happy.
Yes,
Let me guess. There's some meat involved. We're going to be eating some meat.
It's in Jaffa. It's in Jaffa.
All right, I already know which one it is.
Which one?
Pundak Daluk.
Yes, you got it on the first try. I'm surprised.
Great. You set that up? They know we're coming?
I set that up. We're going to have some great meat dishes.
Oh, I am excited. Let's do it.
I knew it. Let's go. The flea market, or Shuka Pishpushim in Hebrew, is one of Jaffa's main attractions. Lining the streets, you'll find shops selling pretty much everything from treasures to clothes, even priceless antiques. In Jaffa's flea market, you'll find lots of secondhand stores and cool cafes, but at night, it's when it really comes alive. At night, when the shops close, the bars and restaurants open till late, with open-air cafes on just about every corner. Here, one place serves up classic American barbecue. Using an imported smoker and wood, they smoke a wide selection of meats using the traditional low and slow method, yielding flavors you've got to taste to believe.
This is for 2 persons.
Amazing. Wow. Smells so good. Meats like goose, beef, lamb, chicken, and turkey are all locally sourced and served here at restaurant Pundak Deluxe.
I love the food here. First of all, I come and eat here every day because I know the meat here is so fresh. They are smoking the meat by themselves, so every day I can get consistency of a good product.
It feels like it's so fresh. It's very tasty. It's very good. It's like they just did it right here, right now, just for me. It's amazing.
Each morning, the team wakes up at the crack of dawn in order to prepare the meats and to smoke them to perfection.
Salt and pepper. If you have bad meat, you want to cover it with flavors, but when you have good meat, as we do, you just want the flavor of the meat to shine up.
They make sure the cut of meat is completely covered in seasonings before it goes into the smoker, which runs on a combination of oak wood and gas. later, the meat has become extremely tender and has taken on a smoky flavor. Now it's ready to be served to the hungry customers.
We didn't have smoked meat restaurants in Israel, specifically no American barbecue restaurants. And I've been into America like 5 years ago. I discovered a new culinary and I decided to bring it to Israel.
Ooh, more food is coming out.
No, just put some color inside, I think. That's
what is this, mac and cheese?
This is mac and cheese, baked beans, and coleslaw.
Ooh. Look at all of this meat. This is getting me really, really happy. Oh my goodness. Tell me about what is on the trays here.
So this one is smoked breast. This one is half chicken with salt and pepper. This is pork spare ribs.
This could feed the whole neighborhood. How does it work? People share, they order a tray and they all share it?
Yes, actually the idea is for people to share the food.
Okay, I'm gonna try it because I am drooling. Wow. Wow. It is so soft and juicy.
All the secret with the smoked meat is like the black bark.
Okay.
Many people think it's not good, that it's
burnt, maybe?
Yes.
But that's the goal?
That's the ideal, yes. That's the goal. And then you have the smoked ring. Each state in America do barbecue different stripe. Very different cuts of the meat, the spare ribs, the brisket.
Yeah.
This is a traditional Southern American food.
What I like about it is that it's a variety of meats, you know, not eating just one thing. Max, I know you want some of this food. Come, join me. There's no way I can finish all of this anyway. That's the way to eat it. How is it?
Delicious.
You like it?
Oh, this meat's making me happy.
Because it is.
Ellie, it's getting kind of late in the day already. We're running out of sunlight.
Don't worry, I have a plan for us, Max. Why don't we go to Jerusalem now? We can watch the sunset from the Tower of David Museum. They have a 360 panoramic, beautiful view of Jerusalem, one of the nicest.
Well, we've been there before, but it seems like they've always got some kind of new thing going on there.
Yeah, that's true. They're actually doing for the first time a brand new presentation using state-of-the-art projectors.
Cool, that sounds right up my alley. We're gonna check that out?
Yes, they usually have a different story that they're doing every night, but tonight is gonna be all about King David. You can learn a thing or two about the Bible.
It's a famous story. The whole world knows about that. Let's go check it out.
Okay, let's go. Today we're here to honor one of the most well-known figures in the Bible, King David. For the very first time in the Tower of David Museum, we're going to experience the story of King David as it comes to life in a state-of-the-art cinematic production. Using both technology and creativity, they managed to take their guests back 3,000 years in time, to the days of the Bible. King David was not only the king of Israel and the Jewish people all those years ago, but he was also a musician and a poet and a warrior, right? Am I missing anything?
You are missing, yes.
What? Tell me.
He was very human. He was going after women also. And that is what we want to portray here.
Yeah.
A king that it's not only a hero, but it's a person.
Yeah. The show highlights different scenarios of King David's story, from shepherd to king, to portray his life just as it unfolded.
We are using filming, video mapping, graphic computer design, trompe-l'oeil, everything in one show. There is no documentation about King David from the real period. We use in the show art.
King David has been the inspiration for many artists for centuries, such as Michelangelo and Chagall. Painters and sculptors captured his image, ultimately telling the story of Jerusalem's king in their artwork. Every inch inch of the citadel is covered in these beautiful projections. Where is it coming from? Can't even see it.
Everything gets hidden here, and people are wondering where it came from.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
It's part of the illusion.
Using 18 projectors and 20 speakers placed throughout the citadel, the cutting-edge technology produces stunning images in remarkably high quality.
This is the brain of the system. Here, actually, every projector has its own computer. So you get a whole image by using the 18 computers connected to 18 projectors, and everything is synchronized over network.
From system design to testing to installation, it took about a year to get the show ready to make its premiere. This light show is using some of the most advanced laser projectors today, with 35 million pixels. Amazing. The ancient stone walls and restored citadel transform into the perfect backdrop for telling the story of David.
We found actually that we have to create a new language to engage the people with the story of Jerusalem, with archaeology. And technology is the perfect language for the 21st century.
King David was known to be a beautiful boy with red hair and bright eyes. And in the early stages of his life, he was a gifted musician and a shepherd. When no one else could, young David proved his courage by defeating the giant Goliath with a mere slingshot. The stone hit the giant right between the eyes, causing him to fall down. The tribes then appointed David as king, and he went on to establish a capital in Jerusalem.
This is the only museum in the world that tells the full story of Jerusalem from the beginning till today. And we found the story of King David, perfect for our new night show.
Everyone, thanks so much for joining us for another episode of Cruising Israel. We're so happy to have you with us.
And don't forget to catch us next time as we cruise the country and show you the best Israel has to offer.
Bye.
Bye-bye.